Hi, this is our project on circuit trip. So what we analyzed was a 120 volt circuit has a 20 amp breaker, a 1100 watt microwave, 200 watt flat screen television, 150 watt lamp, 750 watt fridge, and a 1200 watt vacuum are plugged into the circuit. Will the circuit trip? Why? How much will this cost a month? Okay, this is our circuit. We know that from here I converted watts to amps in order to make the circuit solvable. The 1100 watt became 9.167 amps because current equals power over voltage, and we know that the power equals 1100, the voltage equals 120, and we're solving for I. We solve this for all 5 of our objects plugged in. And here we have, why isn't it working? We have our circuit. You can see that here is the 120 volts, here's the breaker at 20 amps, and here in red is each of our objects plugged in. From this we have the amps that goes through each thing. Here we have 10 amps going through, and we add the 6.25 or the 9.167 to get 19.167, and we add the 6.25 to get 25.417, and we add the 1.667 to get 27.048, and we add the 1.25 to get 28.334 amps going through the breaker. The total current would be 20, that's supposed to say 28.334, just ignore the 0, it's supposed to say 8 amps. We get the total power is 3400 watts because I added each of the the watts over here. I added each of them. And the total time, we are measuring it as in 1 month, so there are 720 hours in a month. Okay. This circuit will trip because the breaker only has a capacity of 20 amps, and the current that we have running through it at this time would be 28.334. The break-it must trip in order to prevent the circuit from catching fire and destroying the home, because that could happen if too much current exceeds the capacity. So yeah. And over here I changed the watts into kilowatts, which equals 3400 watts times 1 kilowatt over 1000 watts, because there is 1000 watts in 1 kilowatt. The watts crosses out and we get 3.14 kilowatts. Here I just solved for the 720 hours. It's 24 hours per day times 30 days, which equals 720. And the question asked for the price of it, and the rate per month for the Department of Water and Power is $0.07 over kilowatts times hours. And in order to get the price, we multiply 3.4 kilowatts times 720 hours and multiply that by the rate, so we get 2,448 kilowatts times hours times 0.07 over kilowatts times hours. The kilowatts times hours crosses out, so we get that 2,448 times $0.07, and therefore we get that the cost is $171.36. So the average cost a month for this home will be $171.36 for this circuit, because that is what, if it was plugged in the entire month and was not changing, that is what it would cost. Yeah, so we solved everything in the question, and we also answered why. So yeah, that's our project.